Welcome to a new session with Score with me, and here I am IB to help you assist with competitive exams. So welcome to the third part of percentages. In this part, we will be covering percentages in little bit more depth. In the previous two percentage videos, we had covered almost all the basic concepts, how percentages are calculated, in what all methods we can simplify, and how fraction is converted to percentage and percentage back to fractions and all those things. So in this session, we will be dealing with word problems and how we can simplify percentages faster. Before getting into today's session, let me remind you one small thing. Before we start any question, try solving it by yourself. First, do the question by yourself and then come to the solution part of it where I would have solved along with you. That will help you to understand yourself better and to realize where you actually make mistake and to make things much easier. 143%, 0.33% of 450 is what? So remember how to split it. Okay, so 143, how are we going to split? We can split it as 100% plus 10%. Now we got 110 plus you have 33.33%. This much percentage of 450. If we find, that becomes very easy to get the answer. Now 100% of 450, any number 100% means the number whole by itself. So 100% of 450 is going to be the whole number 450 itself. Now 10%, we must be remembering 10% is 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 or just a decimal in front of the last digit. So this becomes simply 45. Now comes 33.33. From the fractional equivalents and percentages in the last video, you must be remembering that 1 by 3 is 33.33%. If 1 by 3 is 33.33%, the answer for this is going to be 1 by 3 into 450. So that simply means it again is 150. So here your answer is 450 plus 45. This makes this already 495 and this becomes 150. Hence the answer gets easier and now the answer will be 645. On adding all these things, 5 plus 0 gives you 5, 9 plus 5 14, carry 1, 4 plus 1 is 5 and the carry that gave us 645. So what is crucial over here is how we are dividing that 143%. So 143.33, when this particular thing comes, you must be able to identify either we must be taking 3.33%, that will give us 1 by 30 or 33.33. So remaining it will be 100% plus 10, 110 and the last one 33.33%. If you divide this and find each value of 450, it will give you the answer. So now getting to the third question. So here what we need to find 41.66% of a big number. So whenever 41.66 or a number which ends in 0.66 comes, take for granted that it must be 16.66 and it should be divided such that we get 16.66, because from the fractional to percentages conversion, we must be remembering that we did in the previous class that 16.66% is 1 by 6. This should come to our mind and only if we know this we can proceed. Now then, if we have 16.66, how are we going to divide this? This will be 25% plus 16.66% and this many of 2460. And if you come here, 25% is nothing but 1 by 5. Sorry, it is not 1 by 5, it is 1 by 4. Plus this becomes 1 by 6. We saw here multiplied by 2460. Take the LCM, solve it. This becomes 5 by 12. 5 by 12 of 2460. Simply cancel it off. 12 2s are 24, 0, 5. And this becomes 1025. And thus you get the answer. But provided you must be remembering 16.66% is equal to 1 by 6. If you remember this question becomes a very easy task. So getting into the fourth question now, 243.75% of 480. So we need to remember how are we going to split this initially. So 200 we can split it initially. 200 percentage plus 43.75 percentage and of 480, let that be. So 200 percentage of 480, that becomes easy. 100 percentage of a number means the number itself completely, isn't it? So 200 means 2 times, 300 means 3 times, 400 percentage means 4 times the number. So here we have 200 percentage, so that means it is twice the number. Twice the number means 480 into 2 times will give you 200 percentage. In that case, your value for 200 alone is 960. Let that be here because we need to find 43.75 percentage. How are we going to do that? 43.75 percentage seems to be nearing to 50, isn't it? So let us split it like 50 percentage minus 6.25 percentage. And if you remember the fraction and the percentage equivalence, we will be remembering 6.25 is nothing but 1 by 16. So here you must be remembering 1 by 16 is 6.25 percentage. If you remember that, then this becomes easy here. So 960 is here and you're going to add this, isn't it? It is plus and this is minus. So 960 plus 50 percentage of 480. For 50 percentage of 480 means 50 percentage is half. So 1 by 2. 1 by 2 of 480, let me shorten one step and I'll write it as 240. Next, 6.25 is 1 by 16 of 480. I just wrote this value here. Okay, now we are cancelling. This is nothing but 30. So on adding these two things, we will be getting simply 1200. 9 plus 2 is 11. Already we have a carry of 6 and 4. That is 10. That gives us this thing and subtract 30. So the answer is 1170. So we have the fifth question over here. So when you see 87.5 percentage of 160 and 91.66 percentage of 240, just have in mind how you need to split these percentages. So here, seeing to 87.5, we will be able to understand that we can split this as 100 percentage minus 12.5 percentage. You must be remembering what is 12.5. It is simply 1 by 8. Now, here how are we going to split? Again, you can split it as 100 minus 8.33 percentage. And if you remember, 8.33 percentage is nothing but 1 by 12. So we can find like 100 percentage of 160 is 160 minus 1 by 8 into 160. But that is all going to increase our number of steps that we write. In competitive exams, any exam, our task is to reduce the number of steps so that we can finish our calculations easy. So here we are not going to find the value, we are directly going 100 percentage means the number itself, whole. So 1 minus 1 by 8 and here it is 1 minus 1 by 12. So here you get 1 minus 1 by 8 is simply 7 by 8. Now 7 by 8 of this 160, it is enough if you find this calculation alone. Here again, if you solve this, you will get plus 11 by 12 of 240. Now see how easily we got this step. Now from here you need to do just this thing, 20. So you got 140 here. Now you again here 20. That means this is 220. Your answer is 360. So all you need to write in your competitive exam or any exam that you are attending is just this step and directly the answer. You need not find 100 percentage of 160 is 160 plus 1 by 8 of 160 is all these values you need not find. Just find the simple equivalent fraction, then multiply with the number. This cancellation also you can avoid if you can do it mental calculation. So getting into the sixth question, this question I have taken with the intention of showing you how we can divide one number and then combine it with another number. So I'll show you how. So this 166.66 percentage, I'm going to divide this and then combine with this 150. So when you see the question, you have 150 percentage of a number and 166.66 percentage of another number. And then one more thing that you can find is if you add 244 and 16, you get a number ending with 0. So here I'll divide this as 150 percentage of 16 plus 16.66 percentage of 16. Why I have taken this number is because I know the fractional value of 16.66 percentage, that gives me 1 by 6. Since I know this value, I am splitting this. I'll rewrite this again as it is 150 percentage of 244. Now here you see 150% of 244, again 150% of 16. Can we combine these two? Yes, we can, since they both have the common number. But when you're going to combine this, keep in mind these two numbers should be added as well. Since we have a plus, we are adding. Suppose we had a subtraction sign, 244 minus 16 should have been done. So when you're going to combine percentages, numbers should be added or subtracted depending upon the sign. So I can write this as 150% of 44 plus 60 gives me 260, plus this number here 1 by 6 is the fractional value into 16. So I have 0, 0, 2 zeros, and percentage gives me 2 zeros in the denominator also. So that becomes 15 into 26 plus 16 divided by 6 is 6 2s are 12, so 2 and balance 4 by 6. So let that be there. Next, 15 into 26. How will you do this? 10 into 26 plus 5 into 26. So 10 gives me 260. 260 plus half of that 130. If you add, you get 390. 390 plus 2 by 3. Since 2 is a whole number, I can add this over here. This becomes 392, 2 by 3, and that is our answer. So remember, we had divided 166 as 150 plus 16. Later, we had added the numbers having common percentages for the sake of simplification, and that makes our question much easier. So till now we have been looking at some of the simplification part of it. So now we are going to see more into the numerical sums. Okay, so starting with this, I have taken a question here. 122 added to 40% of a number gives 144. So the number on getting 40% of itself will give you 144. Let us see what the number is. So normally how do we do? 122 added to 40% of a number. Let us assume the number is x. In that case, 122 added to 40% of x, if the number is x, then gives 144. Simple multiplication. Now, simple simplification now. So if here you have 4 by 10x will be, this gets subtracted. 144 minus 22 gives you 22, and then your x can be found as 22 into 10 by 4. This simply gives you 10 and 11 and a 5, so your x becomes 55. But should you do like this in the exam? No, we have a simple method. How is it? 122 added to 40% of a number gives 144. From this we should understand that 40% of that number is 144 minus 122, because this is the resultant number and this we get after adding this to 40%. So on the whole, 40% will be 144 minus 122, simply gives us 22. If 40% is 22, find the number. This number is going to be the whole number, 100%. So if we have to find the 100%, 100% is, just as we have already seen earlier, 22 into 100. Just multiply, cross multiply 22 into 100 by 40. This will give you the answer. Same answer you are going to get here also as 55. Your number is going to 55. Suppose you are asked to find 50% of the number. So in that case, 40% is this much. From here, 40% is 22. Whatever percentage are you asked to find out, if you are asked to find a 50%, simply multiply that. 50 into 22 by 40. So simply 55 by 2 will be the answer, half of this. So in that way, whatever you are asked to find out, if you with this method, you can find it out easily. So now we have come with another question. A number when increased by 16% becomes 1914. So we had seen in our earlier video once that whenever a number is increased by a certain percentage, that simply means when the word percent comes, the base is 100. So a number is increased by 10% implies that the number becomes 110. So if it is increased, if a number is increased by 10%, if a number is increased by 10%, it becomes 110. Base is 100. If a number is decreased by, say for example, 20%, then the number becomes 80%. That is a simple concept. Here we have said that a number when increased by 16% becomes 19 1614. So that means a number is increased by 16%. So original number we assume it as 100. So the number increased number is 116%. So 116% is 1914. We are asked to find the original number. Original number means we are to find 100%, the whole number. Simply 1914 multiply, cross multiply into 100 by 116. Do normal calculation, cancellation, and then the answer. So 425 here and 429 here. Then if we were to see 29, this seems to be a multiple of 29, 5, 6 and a 6. Yes, it goes completely. So the answer is simply 66 into 25. So as we remember, 25 means we need to do 100 by 4. So let us have like this. You need not write this in the exam. Just for the first time, since we are doing each thing, we will do step by step. So 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24, 5 and a 0. So the answer is 1650. So just the simplification, and remember 16% more is 116. If it was 16% less, then it should have been 84% is this 1914. So depends on the way that we need to take it. So another question of similar pattern. When a number is increased by 20, it becomes 116% of itself. Find the number. So remember, a number is increased by something. It becomes 116% of itself. So that difference comes, the number is increasing, and that difference is coming because of the addition of this 20. That simply means the additional 16% is contributed by the addition of this 20. That implies 16%, the number becomes 116% of itself. That means it was earlier 100, now it has become 116%. That means it has increased by 16%, and that 16% increase was caused due to the addition of this 20. So the additional 16% was due to the addition of the number 20. You need to find the number. The number itself means it is 100. So the 100% is simply cross multiply 20 into 100 by 16. So 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16, 4 into 25. So the number itself is 5 into 25, that is 125, as simple. So remember, a number is increased by 20. So number is increasing by something, and the number becomes 116% of itself. So earlier number is 100, now the number is increasing. That increasing is because of the addition of this number 20. So 20 is 16%. We need to find the numbers. The number is base 100 itself, 100%, that is 125. Let us come to this question. If 85% of a number is added to 75, then the result is the number itself. Find the number. So 85% is added to 75. That simply means 85% is added to 75. Then the result is the number itself. Number means 85%. If we have indicated, the number itself means complete 100%. So now see, the question simply becomes 75 is, if we take 85% to here, it becomes 75 is 100 minus 85, that is 15%. We have to find the number itself. The number means 100 itself. So if 75 is 15%, we need to find 100%. That means 75 into 100 by 15. 15 5s are 75. So the number is 500. With this, we end today's session. Hope you found the session useful and helpful. Please share the video with your friends who are also preparing for other competitive exams, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please share your comments in the comment section below, and see you in the next video. Thank you.